Most people believe they're stuck financially because they don't earn enough. That's comforting and wrong. The real reasons are quieter, invisible habits that slowly drain opportunity while life moves on. Today, we uncovered 10 subtle forces keeping smart, hardworking people in the same financial place year after year. Stay there. This may change how you think about money. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Number 10, not actively increasing your income. Income sets the ceiling long before discipline ever gets a chance. Many people budget carefully, save consistently, and still feel stuck because their earning power never changes. Expenses can only be reduced to a point, but income has far more room to grow. When skills stop evolving, careers stall, and new opportunities are ignored, progress slows dramatically. Inflation moves forward regardless, promotions aren't guaranteed, and loyalty alone is rarely rewarded. People who remain in the same income bracket for years aren't lazy, they're static. Money accelerates when your value increases. Learning new skills, negotiating pay, creating additional income streams, or investing in yourself feels uncomfortable. But comfort has a cost. If income stays flat, every financial strategy fights gravity, and eventually, effort feels wasted. Number 9, poor financial education. Money punishes ignorance faster than laziness. Poor financial education doesn't look dramatic, but it quietly shapes every bad decision. Without understanding interest, inflation, or risk, people work hard, yet choose tools that work against them. They save in the wrong places, borrow at the worst rates, and panic at the wrong moments. This isn't about intelligence, it's about exposure. Most schools never teach how money actually behaves over time. As a result, many adults outsource decisions to chance, friends, or headlines. The cost compounds for decades. Financial education is leverage. It turns the same income into different outcomes. When you understand the rules, money stops feeling confusing and starts becoming predictable. And once money becomes predictable, progress is no longer luck. It becomes strategy. That shift changes everything long term. Number 8, ignoring inflation. Inflation is the silent tax no one approves, yet everyone pays. Your salary may look unchanged, but its real power fades each year. Idle cash doesn't sleep, it decays. Prices climb, savings trail, and suddenly the same income buys less security, less freedom, fewer options. Ignoring inflation forces people to work harder just to stay in place. The risk isn't a dramatic collapse, but a slow loss that feels normal over time. This is why savers who avoid investing often slip backward unnoticed. Money must grow faster than prices to move ahead. Inflation isn't an academic concept. It's a daily force quietly shaping your future while you think everything is fine for most people today. Number 7, investing without a time horizon. Money rarely fails people. Timing does. Investing without a clear time horizon quietly undermines even the best intentions. When short-term needs clash with long-term investments, emotion takes over and discipline disappears. Markets move in cycles, but expenses arrive on time. Without knowing when you'll need your money, you're often forced to sell during downturns, turning temporary declines into permanent losses. A defined time horizon acts as protection. It clarifies which risks make sense and which ones don't. Longer timelines allow volatility to become an ally, smoothing out uncertainty over time. Shorter timelines require caution, liquidity, and stability. Real wealth isn't just about picking good investments. It's about aligning those investments with time. Ignore the clock, and even smart decisions can quietly become costly mistakes. Number 6, delaying investing. Time is the only asset you never get back, and delaying investing slowly hands it away. Many people wait for the perfect moment, more income, more confidence, or clearer markets. But investing doesn't reward certainty, it rewards consistency. Every year you delay is a year that compounding never had the chance to work. The damage is invisible at first, then impossible to ignore later. Small amounts invested early often beat large sums invested late. Waiting feels safe because it avoids short-term losses, but it quietly creates a much bigger risk, running out of time. In finance, doing nothing is still a choice, and it usually costs more than starting imperfectly and early. Number 5, no emergency fund. One unexpected bill can undo years of effort. A medical expense, a car repair, a sudden job delay when there's no financial buffer. These moments don't feel temporary, they feel catastrophic. Without an emergency fund, every surprise forces a bad decision. Borrowing at high interest, selling investments at the wrong time, or falling back into debt you thought you escaped. This is how people stay stuck, not because they make reckless choices, but because they're unprotected when life intervenes. intervenes. An emergency fund isn't about pessimism, it's about control. It gives you breathing room, patience, and the ability to make calm decisions under pressure. Progress doesn't collapse from big mistakes. It collapses from small shocks with no safety net. Number 4, high interest debt. High interest debt doesn't shout, it whispers, then compounds. Credit cards and short-term loans quietly take a slice of your future before your money ever reaches you. Every month, interest charges absorb income that could have built savings, skills, or investments. The danger isn't just the balance, you see, it's the time you lose. When debt carries double-digit interest, progress slows even if you're working harder than ever. You may feel busy, responsible, and disciplined, yet remain stuck because your cash flow is already spoken for. This is why many people earn more but move nowhere. Until high-interest debt is confronted directly, it acts like financial gravity, pulling every step forward back to the same place. Number 3, not tracking. Where your money goes, money doesn't disappear, it escapes quietly. The problem isn't how much you earn, it's how much slips through unnoticed. When spending goes untracked, small decisions stack up into permanent financial drag. Coffee here, subscriptions there, impulse buys that feel harmless, but together they decide your future. Without visibility, there's no control. You can't improve what you refuse to measure. Tracking your money isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. It shows patterns you didn't know existed and exposes habits working against you. Once you see where your money actually goes, choices become intentional instead of emotional. This single shift from guessing to knowing often marks the difference between financial stagnation and real progress. Number 2, no clear financial goals. Money without direction behaves like water without a channel. It spreads everywhere and builds nothing. When financial goals are vague or absent, every decision feels equally urgent and progress becomes accidental rather than intentional. You save when you feel disciplined, spend when life gets loud, and hope it somehow balances out. It rarely does. Clear goals act as a filter. They tell your money where to go before emotions decide for you. Without them, short-term comfort quietly wins over long-term security. The danger isn't reckless spending, it's drifting. Years pass, income moves, but your financial position stays oddly familiar. Direction doesn't require perfection, it requires clarity. Once money has a purpose, momentum follows and stagnation begins to break. Number 1, lifestyle inflation. Your income grows, but somehow your bank balance doesn't. That's not bad luck, it's lifestyle inflation at work. Each raise quietly upgrades your life. A better phone, a nicer car, more convenience, more comfort. None of it feels reckless. In fact, it feels deserved. But over time, those upgrades consume every extra dollar you earn, leaving your financial position unchanged. The danger isn't big splurges, it's small, automatic expansions of spending that become permanent. Lifestyle inflation keeps you busy earning more, but never moving forward. You work harder, yet your money works no harder for you. Until spending stops rising with income, progress remains an illusion, and that's how people stay financially stuck without ever realizing why. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, like the video and hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video.